Frankly, it's not unusual to see fellow shareholders or business owners fall out with each other, whether that's a dispute over performance, whether it's a dispute over future direction of the business, or that there's been some change in the personal life of one of the shareholders. Perhaps they need to move to Australia, but retain an interest in the business. Perhaps there's been a serious illness, which means they can't contribute in the same way. Then these are all issues, or what ifs as I call them, that can cause a dispute or cause a problem within a previously harmonious relationship between shareholders. I've seen it happen in the past, and it can go one of two ways. One is the business comes to a halt through legal action, through inability to make decisions, or the other is there is a shareholders agreement in place, which means in a non-judgmental way, the shareholders are able to work their way through the process, one or other of them exit, and do so in a relatively fair way. Remember, shareholders agreement is a legal document, so you will need to make sure you've got a commercial lawyer working with you to put that document in place. However, before you go to the commercial lawyer, there's a framework that you need to work up among yourselves as shareholders, which will be required to be discussed with the lawyer in order for them to make sure that the document itself is all legally above board and accurate in terms of the current law out there. So my suggested approach for shareholders is as follows. Start the discussions with your fellow shareholders at a point when you're all in a good place, you've got a good relationship, and when things are going well. Sit down and consider, maybe even brainstorm, what are the likely issues that could cause an issue in your relationship, whether that be personal, business, or other. Write down each of the problems and issues, make a full list of them. And then between you start discussing what the potential solutions would be in each one of those scenarios. Then between you agree on the fairest, most appropriate solution that you can all agree upon, and that then becomes the solution that will likely go into your shareholders agreement. Write all that down as well and make sure it's really, really clear. Then take your draft that you've now written down to the commercial lawyer that you've decided upon, and make sure that they understand that, they talk through some of the variables, some of the areas that aren't clear for them, and then they can put that into a legally compliant document that then everybody can sign. And it means if there is a dispute or a problem in the future, you just go straight to the shareholders agreement. You don't need to get personal. You don't need to deal with things in a judgmental way. And if you do need some help with putting your framework for your shareholders agreement together, then drop me a line and put a comment below